Hank's going to be happy to see us. Then they get out of the car, and we see them enter Luke's house. Hank greets them at the door. Then Aaron says, I've got to meet my mom in under an hour. We've got to go. Then Jen says, that sounds good. You can drop Jen and I off at my house, and we'll have a good time while you're gone. Then Luke says, have a great day, everyone. Then Aaron says, you too. We'll talk to you soon. Then the scene changes, and we see Erin in her car. She's stopped in front of Jen's house with both women, and both women are getting out of the car. Then Jen says, we'll talk to you soon. How long do you think you'll be visiting your mom for? Then Erin says, it depends. I'll text you. Then Jen number 2 says, bye, don't worry about us. We'll be having fun. Then Erin says, okay, bye. Then Erin drives off, and the scene changes. We see a few good scenes of her driving on her way home, and then it shows her pulling up to her driveway. Then she gets out of the car and then walks through her front door. Kitty greets her as soon as she steps in. Then Erin says, hey Kitty, I missed you. Then Erin pets Kitty for a few strokes and then picks her up and holds her for a minute. Then Erin says, what have you been doing while I've been gone? Mom's going to be coming over, and then you'll be having more attention from her. Then Erin takes her phone out and sends her mom a text. The text says, hey Mom, I just got home. I'll see you soon. Then Erin takes a shower and then changes clothes. But we don't see her naked. Right when she finishes getting dressed, her mom shows up at the door and Erin lets her in. Erin says, hey Mom, come in. It's good to see you. Then Erin's mom is happy to see her. No, it says Erin's mom is happy to see her. Then Erin's mom says, good morning, it's nice to see you. You live so close to the beach. How do you like it? Then Erin says, it's great. I love it. I go there a lot. Do you want some breakfast? It's nice to see you too. I'm sure Kitty will be happy to see you. Then Erin's mom says, no thanks. I had breakfast on my drive here. Then Erin's mom steps into the house and has a seat on the couch. After she sits on the couch, Kitty shows up and greets her and gets a lot of attention from Mom. Then Erin's mom says, oh, hey, Maine Coon, you're so beautiful and friendly. Then Erin smiles. Erin says she really likes you. Then Erin's mom says she's a really friendly cat. I'm sure she likes everyone. Then Erin says, what did you have for breakfast? Then Erin's mom says, the same thing you always eat, oatmeal. Then Erin smiles. Then Erin says, I love oatmeal. Was it with wheat bread too? Then Erin's mom says, yeah, it was with wheat. What did you have for breakfast? Then Erin says, a sandwich with avocado. Before you called me, I was hanging out with Jen. She came to visit me today too. Then Erin's mom says, Jen from our town or Jen from here? Then Erin says, Jen from our town. We were hanging out with Jen from here too. Last night we had a party at her house and I met a lot of people from the movie that I'm going to be in. Then Erin's mom says, you told me about that Luke guy. He's a husky owner? Then Erin says, yeah, he has a husky. His name's Hank. He's the cutest thing ever. He's so friendly. I wish people were like that. Then Erin's mom says, well, if huskies are that nice, then I would have to say there's got to be people that are that nice in the world. Then Erin says, yeah, I agree, but I meant overall I wish people were as nice as huskies. Then Erin's mom says, don't we all? Then Erin says, you were mentioning the beach. Do you want to go for a walk and check it out? Then Erin's mom says, sure, let's go. Then Erin says, okay, I'm going to bring Kitty with us. I'll put her on her leash. Then Erin finds a leash inside of a drawer and then hooks it to Kitty's collar. After that, she picks up Kitty and they head out. Then the scene changes and we see Erin's car parked near the beach. She gets out of her car and then gets a blanket out of her trunk. The two of them walk down to the beach with Kitty on her leash. Mom is carrying Kitty and Erin is carrying the blanket. They set up the blanket and then leave it behind while they put their feet in the water. Then Erin says, what do you think Dad is up to? Then Erin's mom says he's probably hanging out at his friend's house talking as usual. He has quite a few friends. A lot of them drive those large lifted trucks and a couple of them drive luxury cars. Has he texted you? Then Erin says sometimes he does. I haven't spoke to him in a couple days. Then Aaron's mom says, are you going to be memorizing a lot of lines for your movie, or are you going to do it scene by scene? Then Aaron kicks the water out toward the ocean and it splashes. Then Aaron says, I'm going to be doing it scene by scene. I don't want to memorize the whole movie. I just want to be familiar with it. Then Aaron's mom is holding Kitty and she's not getting scared. Then Aaron says, Kitty's doing well. She's been to the beach plenty of times, so she isn't scared. Hold on, let me take a picture. Then Aaron gets out her phone and takes a picture of her mom holding Kitty. Then Aaron's mom says, I'm going to go and see what my friend Shauna is doing after we hang out. I might leave after lunch. She doesn't live far. She's in Hollywood. Then Aaron kicks the water again, splashing it out toward the ocean. Then Aaron says, Shauna's nice. I'll probably call both of the Jens. They're hanging out together at Jen's house. Then Aaron's mom says, are you still drinking a lot of coffee? I remember you sent me that thing that Popstar Steve wrote that says coffee is just a short word for capability obtaining fluids, frequently enhancing everyone. Then Aaron says 2 or 3 times a day. It doesn't dehydrate you as much as I thought it did. I used to think it dehydrates the body, but I read that it does actually hydrate you, but not as much as a glass of water. Then Aaron's mom says, Kitty is really loving it out here. She's not getting scared or anything. Maine Coons are really good cats. Then the scene changes and we see Luke in the distance with Hank. Aaron notices him. Then Aaron says, oh, look, Mom, it's Luke with his husky. Then Aaron waves at Luke and Hank, and Luke waves back. Then Aaron's mom says, oh, he's got a husky with him. I don't think Kitty will be scared. She should be fine. Then Aaron says, I don't think she'll get scared. You can take her to Shauna's later if you want. Then Aaron's mom says, that's not a bad idea. Then Aaron's mom talks to the cat. Aaron's mom says, you want to go to Shauna's with me later, don't you? Then Aaron smiles. Then Luke joins the scene. Then Luke says, good morning, ladies. Hank says good morning too, don't you, Hank? Then Aaron's mom says, oh, hi, Hank. Then Aaron smiles and introduces Luke to her mom. Aaron says, this is my mom, Danielle. Danielle, Luke. Then Luke says, so glad to meet you. I'm Luke. We were just coming out here for a stroll and bumped into you. Did you two have breakfast? Then Aaron says, we already had eaten by the time she came over. She actually just wanted to spend a day at the beach and knew that I didn't live too far. Her friend Shauna lives here too. Then Hank sniffs Aaron's mom's leg. Then Aaron's mom says, I'd pet you, but I have the cat. Then Luke says, that's a beautiful Maine Coon. I love those kind of cats. They aren't scared of anything, and they're friendly like a dog. Then Luke pets Kitty on the head. Then Aaron talks to Luke. Aaron says, you haven't been wearing your black suit lately. Then Luke smiles. Then Luke says, yeah, I haven't been, and I love it. It's not my style. I'm going to sit down for a minute. My legs are tired. Then Aaron says, we have a blanket over there. Then Aaron points to the blanket. Then Luke says, no, I'll be fine. The sand doesn't bother me. Then Aaron's mom says, I'm getting thirsty. Do you guys want to go back to the house? Then the scene changes, and we see Aaron and Luke waiting in the car while Mom goes into the grocery store to get something to drink. Kitty is sitting in the passenger seat, and both Luke and Hank are in the back. Then Aaron says, when do you think we're going to start filming this movie? Then Luke says, today is a good day to start. Todd said he'll come by and we can film some parts of the movie where it's just you walking around, enjoying the city, carrying a notebook full of poetry with you. Then Aaron says, okay, that's what we'll do while Mom is at Shauna's. What time is it? Then Luke says, it's 11:11 a.m. It's 11:11 a.m. actually. We can film after lunch. Are you excited? Then Aaron says, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be fun. Then Luke says, what's that thing Popstar Steve came up with? It was a word arrangement for the word water. It goes, wisely appropriate, thirst-ending, rejuvenant. Then Aaron chuckles. Then Aaron says, yeah, that's what Mom's going in to get. Then Mom enters the scene by opening the passenger door, and then she gets into the car. Then Luke says, welcome back. Then Aaron's mom says, thanks, okay. Now, what are we going to do? I'm supposed to meet Shauna for lunch, so did you want to take Luke back to his car? Then Aaron turns around and talks to Luke. She says, "Did you want to go back to your car?" Then Luke says, "Yeah, that sounds good. Then Hank and I will follow you back to your house." Then Aaron says, "We're just going to drop her off at her car. She's going to go to her friend Shauna's house, and I think she's taking Kitty with her, aren't you?" Then Aaron's mom says, "Yeah, I'll take Kitty with me. What are you guys going to do?" Then Aaron says, "We're actually going to start filming today. I'm excited. We're going to do these scenes where I'm shown walking around enjoying the city." Then Aaron's mom says, "Oh, that's great. We'll have fun." Then the scene changes, and we see Aaron dropping off Luke at his car with Hank. Then they board the vehicle. It says they board the vehicle and then begin following Aaron and her mom back to Aaron's house. During the driving scene, we have fun music playing, and we get to see some nice shots of Hank and Kitty enjoying the car ride. Then Aaron pulls up to her house, and then her mom gets out of the car. Then Aaron's mom says, "Okay, I'll talk to you later. Text, I love you." Then Aaron says, "I love you too. You and Kitty have a fun time." Then Aaron's mom smiles. Then Aaron's mom says, "We will. Bye now." Then Aaron's mom gets into her car and drives away while Luke is shown asking Aaron if she wants to take 2 cars or ride with him. They end up taking 2 cars, and we see some scenes of them driving back to Luke's house. After they park in front of Luke's house, Aaron talks to Luke. Aaron says, "This is only the 3rd day of having the part, and I'm already going to be filming. This is exciting." Then Luke says, "Yeah, we are flying on this project. Let's get going. I'm going to call Todd." Then the next minute of film is filled with multiple scenes where Todd is shown filming Aaron. Luke is shown directing her, and there's a lot of scenes that we flash through kind of like a slideshow. Then after a minute of random different scenes, Todd is shown talking to Aaron. The location they're at is behind the Hollywood sign. Aaron is holding a blue notebook. Then Luke says, "Okay, for this scene, you're just going to be hanging out up here, and then you'll start to write in your notebook. We've already gotten a lot of nice shots of you touring the city. You looked wonderful." Then Aaron says, "Okay, that sounds good. Does the story have a moral?" Then Luke says, "It's kind of based on likable people. I would say not really something gaunt. Likable personalities are the center of it." Then Aaron says, "Yeah, I can see it being a family movie. Okay, back to filming." Then Aaron starts to write a poem in her notebook while Todd is filming. Her phone buzzes and she checks the message, but Todd is really nice and neither him or Luke mind. Then Aaron says, "It was Jen. I told her that we were filming when she texted, and she said she didn't know we would be filming today. I said it's all right. No one got mad. I'm around really nice people." Then Luke smiles and says, "You bet. No problem. Take your time." Then a woman enters the scene briefly and hands Aaron a large iced coffee. The lady smiles. Then she says, "Here's your coffee, just the way you wrote it down, hazelnut." Then Aaron smiles, and she says, "Perfect, thank you so much. It's a capability obtaining fluid, frequently enhancing everyone." Then Luke and Todd both laugh, and Todd says, "Yeah, it is." "Okay, let me get you to hold the notebook open, and I'll capture some footage of the pages while you hold it." Then Aaron is sitting in a chair holding her notebook open while we watch Todd filming the notebook for a minute. Then Todd says, "Okay, great, that came out good." Then Luke smiles. Then Luke says, "We're having a great time." Then Todd says, "Yes, we're inching along just as we're supposed to be doing, and everything is turning out perfect." Then Aaron says, "I actually still haven't read over the whole script with you. What else are we going to be doing?" Then Aaron stands up to stretch her legs. Then Luke says, "You're going to go to an open mic and you're going to read your poem, but first you're actually going to announce that it's not spoken word, it's poetry." Then Aaron says, "Oh, okay, let's do it." Then Luke says, we can actually, there's a bunch of people I can call over, and we can just drive over to Todd's coffee shop to film this scene. We're not going to be doing this in a bar. Actually, we're only going to need about 5 people to look like customers. I think it's beautiful to not have a huge crowd." Then Aaron says, "It sounds fun. We can film that right now if you want to."